Okay, so the Royal Rumble is done. This was a hard 4 hours to get through. I would have almost hated to have been in the crowd for something like this. So, who answers the open challenge? Mojo Rawley. Made sense. Yeah, he was the guy who ended up, facing against Bobby Roode in the tournament. Made sense. Not a bad match. And then we get to the main card, and then also I had the Revival take on Balor Club, which it's kind of hard when you've got so much stuff to also do multiple pre-show matches. So we begin with the 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE Championship. This is your curtain jerker? Okay. Solid match. Style retains. Off of carrying a power into a roll-up. Not a bad match. Tick all the right boxes. It also allowed for later Sami Zayn to attack Ty Dillinger and get into the Royal Rumble. Not bad on continuity there. And then right into the tag team 2 out of 3 falls match from the Usos and Benjamin and Gable. Usos clean sweeped it. It felt like this match needed more time, and it didn't get it. But you can kind of tell with the way they did the Royal Rumble matches, you kind of needed to almost kind of give it more time to, those matches more time to breathe. And then we go into the Men's Rumble match. Actually, I tried typing, who we had for surprise entrance, because this match just, And ironically, 90 seconds. Because I was doing a workout, and it, double zeros in 30 seconds, people were coming out, so this was at 2 minutes, but it was 90 seconds. Surprise entrances. Andrade Cien Almas. Not bad. Adam Cole. Apparently, I found a Pokemon. Hurricane, who showed up, tried to choke him down, Cena got eliminated. Rey Mysterio. I was like, not a person to have in there. How did Kofi survive? Pancakes. Had a plate of pancakes. And they threw him into the ring. Because Jinder eliminated all of New Day. Ironically, this Royal Rumble was oddly paced. Began with Finn Balor and Rusev. Kind of felt weird because when Baron Corbin got eliminated, he laid on everybody, which then allowed Elias to actually cut a full promo, which I kind of dug. And that just felt really oddly paced. There was a lot of everyone laying outside the ring, which is a great way to pad time, where it's like, oh, they're laying outside the ring for 5 minutes apiece. I like Slater kind of getting up, getting run over, trying to get up, getting run over. So yeah, that's not bad, not bad. It worked enough to keep me in the match, but not really doing a whole lot. Your final 6. Orton, Cena, Mysterio. So most of your old SmackDown 7. And on the other side, Shinsuke, Balor, Reigns. Old group, new group. Not bad. But then it hit this weird moment where the 3 veterans would lay out the 3 new guys. And then they kind of look at each other for a little bit. And then they'd kind of fight briefly. And then the 3 new guys would take over. And then they would defeat all of them. And then they would all kind of slowly fight each other. Then your final 4 was Cena, Reigns, Balor, Nakamura. And I sat back and I went, from the final 6. You could analyze guys, Balor, Reigns, Nakamura, Cena, Orton, they all made sense in either of those 2 guys against Lesnar or Styles. And I was like, if Mysterio were to win, Mysterio versus Styles at WrestleMania, that could be an amazing match. Came down to our final 4. Cena, Reigns, Balor, Nakamura. Again, any of those 4 actually kind of made sense. Get down to Cena, Reigns, Nakamura. Cena gets eliminated. Okay. Reigns Nakamura. They then had a much longer than should have been fight in the ring. Because by now they're both in the match for a long time, they're both exhausted. Cena came in at number 20, which is the number he tends to come in from 20 and later, and he's not in. He gets in the match at like the mid to late point of the match, which is fine. They made a big deal about that. And then the crowd's just going, Nakamura. And I'm thinking, if you give it Reigns, it match to Reigns, you earn your next 2 hours of CM Punk chance. You just do. And then probably AJ Lee chance during the main event. Nakamura wins, and I was like, oh. We were like, Nakamura Styles, and I was thinking, Nakamura Lesnar. I was like, all right, that's a feel good moment. Let's do that. What's our next move? Tag match. Now, ironically, both members of the Bar and Rollins were in the Royal Rumble match, not Jason Jordan, because he kind of has a knee injury. So, of course, they drive him head first into the steel ring post outside the ring. I'm like, all right, okay. Rollins was tagging him in, and, he's holding his head. I can't do it, I'm hurt. So, 2-on-1 match, pretty much. Bar defeats Rollins, okay? Now, a triple threat match, okay? Or as I like to call it, Strowman doing everything he possibly can to make an entertaining match. Using steel ring steps, knocking people through tables, doing whatever he can to be like, okay, Kane, he's up in years, he really can't go for a high-impact match for too long. Lesnar, for some strange reason, Lesnar and Strowman, I think it's just the sheer mass of Strowman and how hard it is to move him around, Lesnar gets blown up real quick. So let's go to the standard Lesnar match, where multiple guys are there, Lesnar gets beaten down, spends half the match outside the ring. Strowman puts Lesnar through a table with a power slam. Kane breaks it up. Kane reverses a power slam and gingerly pushes Strowman into a table. Strowman gets beaten with a chair. Strowman's on the apron. Kane gets run into him. Strowman falls off, the apron to the outside. F5 into a steel chair, Lesnar pins Kane. Now the crowd's pretty well checked out. Now we get into the women's Royal Rumble match. Marina Menounos, not a great announcer. And when they show her later on, and she's got her phone in her face, I'm thinking, hopefully she's taking pictures or tweeting or doing something that's she's talking about what's going on in the ring, not random stuff on her phone. Steph, not really great on commentary. The men's Rumble match was kind of uneven. This match, let's go through a surprise entrance. Lita, wearing a hashtag Time's Up thing across her waist, and with the words China and Luna scrawled across her arm. You can tell she's a couple steps slower. Her DDT was slow, her Twist of Fates were slow, her moonsault was slow, but ironically, she would probably work well in a tag match against the fast moving women on the roster. Singles match? Probably not. You can tell that she's out of sorts when it comes to really doing a long-term match. Kairi Sane, hit her elbow. Tori Wilson, Molly Holly, hit the Molly go round. Did a pretty good job. You can tell that Molly still does a little bit here and there to stay in shape. Vicky Guerrero, Michelle McCool did pretty good. She did a pretty good job. Kelly Kelly was horrible in this. I couldn't tell if she was stopping elimination or botching. She tried to do her head scissors spin move. She was lucky Michelle McCool was like, oh, I have to move this woman's entire body to get this move to go through. And Kelly couldn't rotate enough to get her body actually out. So Michelle McCool was trying to spin Kelly. Jacqueline, you know what? I think she could probably still go. She did a pretty good job. She tagged a lot of women. Not bad. Ember Moon showed up with, the beat up arm. Worked on Nia Jax. Didn't do a bad job. Like that's a good surprise entrance. Beth Phoenix. Seeing Beth Phoenix square against Nia Jax was very good. Seeing Beth Phoenix and Natalya square against Nia Jax was very good. Divas of Destruction or Doom, one of those two. And I was like, you know what? The group that never got its due, they lost matches to Kelly like crazy. Two of the best women of that era lost matches consistently to Kelly. Let that sink in. And then Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Trish Stratus. Trish, you know what? Since she does the yoga and all that stuff, she's actually still in great shape. Senior Swift against Mickey James was actually pretty good. Like, they did some moments where it's like they did enough to make you go, hey, you know what? It actually isn't that bad. Things that were really, really, really bad. Nia Jax killed everybody. But she didn't eliminate them. A lot of people went through the middle rope and then stay on the outside of the ring. I don't like that. If you're going to eliminate, I'm dominant, eliminate. Don't put people through the bottom and middle rope. They did it with Nia Jax too. She was getting out of the apron again, took a double dropkick, and just fell back outside again. And I was like, that's not how you win these matches. It's like a lot of them are just taking naps outside the ring. If you can't go the full half an hour, that's why you do spots and you sit in the corner. You don't just lay outside the ring. They threw Naomi out, but Naomi landed on the crowd of women who were not eliminated. Ran across the barricade. Told Maria Menounos to get out of her chair. Then did a handwalk with the chair to get back into the ring. Be landed by Nia Jax. Okay. We come down to Nikki, Brie, Sasha, and Asuka. The Bella Twins and Banks team up against Asuka. Banks is eliminated. Brie gets eliminated by Nikki. We're now down to Nikki and Asuka. Asuka wins. Cool. Charlotte and Bliss get in the ring. They have the standoff. I thought it was weird because you have Asuka, Charlotte, and Alexa. So you have ACA. Or if you do the way, North Alexa Bliss. So you have AB, Sasha, and Charlotte. I'm like, not bad. I half thought she was in looking at him and go, and be like, I will fight both of you and take both titles. And then I hear I don't care about my bad reputation. And I'm like, is it Ronda Rousey? Who walks down to the ring? Gets in Charlotte's face, gets in Asuka's face, gets in Bliss's face, points at the WrestleMania sign, goes down, walks around, shakes Stephanie McMahon's hand, and then leaves. And I was like, okay. So, what is Ronda Rousey taking on the person who Asuka doesn't face? It was one of those moments where I was like, yeah. You're going to bring some ice to the product, but are we going to get enough out of you to make it really worth this? I don't know. I'm glad Nakamura won. Glad Asuka won. I would have been satisfied with it been Balor and Lynch. Seeing the Bar win, it's like, alright. Seeing them do a clean sweep against American Alpha, I was like, okay, so who do the Usos fight now? They've defeated the New Day, soundly. They've defeated American Alpha, soundly. That leaves Rusev Day as the next most legitimate tag team to face. Or the Bludgeon Brothers. Okay. AJ Styles retains. Cool. Styles Nakamura? Yes, please. Nakamura Lesnar? Yes, please. Asuka Bliss. Not so much. Asuka Charlotte. Yes, please. Now, ironically, that would be a great time if you do have Asuka facing Charlotte, to have Charlotte being destroyed, and then Carmella runs down and pins her. Then Asuka is still undefeated, but does not win the title at WrestleMania. Because I'll be honest, I would probably wait for Asuka to finish her championship match, and then I would cash in. I'm not planning to cash after she wins, because that would be stupid, because she would kill you. All in all, this whole event was 2 1-hour-long matches, which had okay beginnings. Like, I liked seeing Lynch and Banks start off. I thought that was good. But both of them just felt like they were booked very odd. And I think that if the Alpha would have won in a nail biter, like in a 3-fall, then you could have continued Usos and Alpha for a little bit. They lost 2-0. That's definitive. I mean, they're on the road to WrestleMania, and it feels like the card itself, beyond your 2 main matches, still feels kind of muddy. There's no real clear direction. But I know we have, I think it's Fastlane, and then Elimination Chamber to actually help clear things up. But history was made. This one's in the books.